Are you prepared to do the same thing?
I'm prepared to lead our conference to doing what we said we would do in the election. We actually ran on a repeal and replace plan. That's what this is, the repeal and replace plan we ran on. Now I am intent on making sure that we fulfill our promises, but I believe in regular order. I believe in going through the process the way it was meant to go through. We didn't write this bill in my office on Christmas Eve like they did in Harry Reid's office and then jam it through to an unsuspecting country. These committees are writing this legislation. These committees will be marking up the legislation tomorrow, and then it goes to the Budget Committee the next week, and then it goes to the Rules Committee on the floor the week after that, which is regular order. So I'm excited that we're doing this the right way. I'm excited we're doing this out in plain sight. Go to readthebill.gop. What I want to tell my fellow citizens is that the nightmare of Obamacare is about to end. That we are doing what we said we would do in this campaign, which is repeal and replace this awful law that is crashing. Let me say one more thing. Let's not forget, Obamacare is collapsing. Obamacare isn't staying. If we did nothing, the law would collapse and leave everybody without affordable health care. We are doing an act of mercy by repealing this law and replacing it with patient-centered health care reforms that we as conservatives have been arguing for and fighting for years. Mr. Chet.
Some conservative groups, obviously, some of the are skeptical about this. A lot of this bill is steeped in your Better Way agenda, though. Are those criticisms a repudiation of what you crafted in a better way?
I don't think so. Let me just give you a list of what's in here that conservatives should be excited about. Number one, the bill repeals Obamacare. Number two, it repeals the Obamacare taxes, which is a massive tax relief for families for the cost of health care. It repeals the Obamacare spending, like the Medicaid expansion and Obamacare subsidies. It repeals the Obamacare mandates on individuals and businesses. It ends funding for Planned Parenthood and sends that money to community health centers. It has a Medicaid per capita block grant. That's the biggest entitlement reform anybody has seen here for decades. It nearly doubles the amount of money people can contribute to health savings accounts. That is a fundamental part and a crucial part of conservative health care policy. It equalizes the tax treatment of health care. I've been doing conservative health care reform for 20 years. For 20 years, we as conservatives have been arguing for equalizing the tax treatment of health care for all Americans so we can have a vibrant individual market so we have choice and competition. Look, there are two ways of fixing health care. Have the government run it and ration it and put price controls. That's what Obamacare does. That's what the left wants. Or do what conservatives have been arguing for years. Have a vibrant free market where people get to do what they want. They buy what they want. Equalize the tax treatment. Stop the discrimination in the tax code against people who want to go out in a free marketplace and buy the health care of their choosing. This does that. This lowers costs, creates competition, it allows choices. The most important thing that this thing does is it takes power out of Washington, it takes power out of the bureaucracy and puts it back to doctors and patients where it belongs.
Yeah. But by some estimates, 10 million people could lose their coverage.